Hello, Rick new video. Today we're gonna take a look at a legend run with Shadow Luxray with hidden power ground in the Electric Cup. This might be my final video for the Electric Cup because I at least find it a little bit weird and like not really too enjoyable for myself, but I feel like this might be the cup where it's the easiest to basically get a cheap way to get to legend. The issue is you just have to have this Pokemon here. Shadow Luxray with the move Hidden Power Ground is completely insane in this meta. I tried to play against it several times over the last few days. This thing is just broken. It's so strong, and yeah, it feels like kind of like a cheat code in this meta right now, not gonna lie. There is not a lot that you can do about it. There is not a good hard answer. I think the best answer that you would have would be the Hisuian Electrode, which is still not the best one against it either. So this Pokemon itself is just so strong. We will be able to go actually here. The show went straight into Luxray, to be fair, because you would have been able to get double super effective damage against the opponent, but here you can just go ahead and go for a wild charge and you're hopefully going to be able to knock out the opponent, and you do. The thing is, Luxray has a move that debuffs the opponent's defense. You are basically always super effective unless you encounter either grass or a bug type against you, which is not always the case. And then you have a nuke as well with the wild charge. So this Pokemon itself is just insanely strong. It's so annoying to play against. You can just farm down everybody in the two shields basically. And yeah, like, it's not completely free because other people can use this Pokemon as well, but if you have this Pokemon, try to use it. It's so good in this cup here right now. It might get you to legend pretty easily as well, because everybody who doesn't have this Pokemon has a huge disadvantage in this cup. I really feel like they should have banned this Pokemon as well now. If they ban all the other ground type moves, I don't know why they didn't ban Luxray with a ground type move, because there are going to be so many Golem around like here, which you can just farm down pretty easily. You see how much damage it does. It's insane how much damage it does against the Golem. It's wild. Here we see the Psychic Fangs coming through, going to get the shield here as well from the opponent. You can shield this move up as well if you want to, but you let this move go through. You can farm them down now with your Minun. And we see here the opponent's, the opponent's Graveler there, which going to definitely not like to get hit by this Discharge afterwards. Discharge will be enough. You can even overfarm here. There's nothing that you can do here. Minun as well, one of the best Pokemon for this meta, but you have to have one basically to close to level 40, I think. Like, I think you need like close to level 40. It's like 250k starters to spend on this Pokemon, which is kind of insane. So it's a little bit of a riskier Pokemon to use. If you have like a ton of starters, you can definitely like try to build a Minun because it's definitely worth it for this cup itself. But then again, you think about it, you don't really use Minun at all otherwise anymore, and so like it's not really worth it at all if you don't want to use it in this cup. So yeah, just if you have like a few million starters lying around, Minun is a Pokemon that you can definitely invest in. If you need a different Pokemon here, I find the Hisuian Electrode as a Saisorb definitely a good replacement there, as we see an Hisuian Electrode against us here, which is going to be an interesting one because this is actually the one Pokemon that you really don't want to face with this team, which is very common right now though. We see the move coming through going to be the Energy Ball going to knock you out, so we see them going down here, and we see the Graveler coming in, which you can farm all the way down here as well, or like go for one serve with your Lantern here. They can decide what they want to do here. Do they want to shield? They do want to shield, forcing you to shield now as well, I guess. Or do you let this move go through? You can also, okay, you're going to shield this move up. You could have also let the move go through, but I think you can farm them all the way down now, and they're going to forfeit anyway, so that's going to be a good game there. Next opponent, we see another Electrode in the lead. That's the thing, I think Luxray might be even better in the back there, because a lot of teams have this Pokemon in the lead, and then something like double Rock Throw user in the back. A very common line there. We will see here that the Psychic Fangs come through. We're going to get the shield from the opponent there, as well as you're going to shield up the next move as well, which is going to be a Wild Charge actually, which does now a ton of damage against them. But we see the Lantern coming in from the opponent. You can go for the Psychic Fang, it's gonna get them low. You can go into the Minun, which now can one-shot this thing for sure with the Grass Knot after the debuff. You can overfarm a lot now as well, because they just went for the serve and they literally just got there, so you can go for a few more fast moves like here. Go for the Grass Knot, knock them out, and you should be fine here to realign. We see the Garventula coming in, which is kind of awkward. I think here the Discharge is a little bit better. At least I think so, because both are resisted. So like, I don't know why you go for the Grass Knot here, to be fair. Don't actually know, maybe I'm wrong with that. But I think Discharge is stab and is also neutral, so I'm not really sure why you would want to go for the Grass Knot instead here against the Spooder. We will see the lunge coming through, going to be able to knock you out, of course, as we see now the Galvantula against the Lantern here. Is this already an energy ball? Doesn't knock you out. It's going to be an energy ball. It does not knock you out yet. You're going to try to farm them all the way down. Or you should have went for the Thunderbolt here. Definitely should have went for the Thunderbolt. It's going to be close, but actually still going to be able to get this there. Maybe, never mind. I guess the Thunderbolt would have been the wrong place. Surfer is enough to knock them all out. I thought you would have been able to farm them, the Galvantula, without. But I guess also like this, you're going to be able to win the game. So very well played there. Better played than I would have played there. We see the next opponent having a Lantern in the lead, which is a little bit of an awkward matchup. I would usually try to swap out eventually. Swapping this as a say-swap is a really awkward one for this current cup here. There's a Hisuian Electrode always in the back there, feels like. So, yeah. Swapping it in there is a little bit tricky. We will see the energy ball coming through, which does not knock you out. You can actually go for another surf. And they're kind of forced to throw another charge move against you for sure to knock you out. So it's actually a pretty decent matchup for you. And they're actually going to just let you knock them out. That's kind of wild. That's not how you're supposed to play it. We see the Lantern now against the Minun. And Minun has, of course, access to the super effective charge move Grass Knot here, which is the main reason why this Pokemon is so viable. Together with Quick Attack, which is, of course, a very neutral move here right now. Of course, we have also the rock types running around here right now, but still. Here again, we see them going for the Grass Knot. Don't know if I missed something, or I don't know why you don't go for the Discharge the entire time. Discharge should have been a little bit better. Let me actually look it up on the side here real quick, where we see the Galvantula doing some stuff there. I want to see if I'm like not correct there, or if the opponent's correct. I'm not sure. Like, the difference is most likely very slim anyway. By the way, if you want to send me in some battles as well, you can always do this with a link in the description there. But let me see real quick how the Galvantula matchup is against the Minun. Discharge does 0.84 damage per energy, and actually, never mind, Grass Knot does a little bit more. It's 0.88. So, but yeah, like, the difference is basically not there. But it is actually just slightly better, it feels like. Slightly better Grass Knot against it, so I guess I might be wrong there. But it feels a little bit weird to throw that there. Discharge is actually such a bad move then compared to Grass Knot, which is wild. But yeah, we will see here the opponent with their Hisuian Electrode again. We will be able to farm them all the way down, I guess. You have 2 shields down, which is a little bit awkward, but they're going to have actually a Lantern in the back. Something I didn't really expect to see here, but we will be able to go ahead and go into the Minun. They can just go in for Discharge nearly, but you can also go for the Grass Knot and go for the guaranteed KO there, but I think they're going to shield anyway, right? Like, there's not really a way that they get no shielding here and just gonna try to win with this one Pokemon, right? Never mind, they're actually going to no shield and try to win with one Pokemon, which they actually for sure could do here, because it's going to be this Galvantula, which going to still has to throw here, which is good for you, but they're actually not going to throw, which allows you to go for more moves. But still, you have one Pokemon that's weak to it because of the because of the energy ball there, and you have still the Luxray here, which is going to take one move here. It's going to be such a close one, but I think the opponent going to win this one. They can go for the energy ball here. It's not going to knock you out, but they can go for a lunge soon as well. But maybe, actually, you got them very low already. Is a one quick attack enough to knock them out? Let's see. Let's see. It is enough, and you're actually going to be able to win this game. Very well played there. Didn't even expect this whatsoever, but very good there. Next opponent, we see a Galvantula in the lead. Again, not really the favorable lead there at all. But you can go ahead and, I guess there was some lag there, you can go ahead, shield up the move and go for the Psychic Fangs, trying to get the shield back or trying to knock out the opponent. You might want to swap out eventually though, because you kind of get them low now, but they can also always debuff you. We will see the next shield coming up as well here. Maybe you want to play out this matchup, I'm not sure. Can you actually farm them down now? You cannot, and you're going to swap out into your Minun, which I guess helps you a little bit. The cross poison coming through. This is why they couldn't farm down. That's kind of wild. And we see the Electrode coming in. You got a shield down. Electrode in general, very strugglesome Pokemon to deal with this team here. There's not a lot that really deals well with Electrode anyway, so kind of understandable. But here it's a little bit tricky to deal with it, I guess, so far. But yeah, maybe if you put a Galvantula in the team as well, that would have helped you a little bit. Maybe something like Galvantula in the lead, and then the Luxray is a safe swap, because Luxray is literally the safest safe swap in this meta. I think that would be better. Like, if you want to play this team, like in general, want to play a team with Luxray, I would recommend you to use Galvantula in the lead and the Luxray plus the Lantern in the back. I think that might be even a little bit of a better team, at least from what I can see so far. But otherwise, it's definitely a cool team so far. We will see the discharge coming through from the Minun. They will be able to knock you out here, but you can't. Yeah, okay. This will not matter. Like, if you got to the discharge, maybe you still would have been able to knock them out. This way you are not, and they still had another Pokemon left anyway. So it's going to be a good game here. Let's go into the next one. We're going to see here the opponent having the Electrode against you here. Let's see what we're going to face here now. We're going to see the opponent with the Electrode again. Electrode is, of course, not the Pokemon that you really want to face here. Rather would see something like... Oh, I think they actually got the debuff there. That's kind of wild. I think you're going to want to swap out here. But, oh yeah, you're going to get damaged a lot from the opponent there. Just thought out a little bit earlier, but now the Lantern will be able to farm them all the way down. This is only... Is it only... Oh, it's actually already Stone Edge. I am actually really bad at counting Rock Throw Pokemon. I have no idea how long they really take. I'm pretty sure it's 2.5 energy per turn. So 5 energy per move that they use, which I think then you could add it up. I think like 7 fast moves would be like the Rock Blast or something then. And 11 the Stone Edge, so like I think you could be able to just find out like this, but yeah. Here there's going to be a super easy game, like no matter what's happening here, they're going to have to throw a Stone Edge against you anyway. You will be able to do a lot of damage here. We actually see the rollout version, not even the Rock Throw version here. Stone Edge coming through doesn't even do a lot of damage, and the opponent decides to quit. Rock Through, I think, is a better version here instead of the rollout, but the difference is not that huge. We see next opponent having the Galvantula in the lead again here. That's going to be a little bit of a trickier matchup for you. But you will be able to go ahead and go for one shield. Again, I feel like it's really the better safe swap to use the Luxray here, because there's literally only maybe Zapdos or Emolga that can swap into you. Otherwise, there's not a lot that they can do about it. We see the Graveler coming in again. A ton of Graveler in the back, which is really good for your Lantern, but yeah, I feel like really that it's going to be one of the last. Maybe if you're still going to be able to hit the light goal on the Trainer Challenge video, which we had prior, then I might consider doing another video for this cup, but otherwise I think I'm going to stick to Great League so far, because this cup seems a little bit horrible. Let me know in the comment section also your opinion on this cup here, while we see the Thunderbolt going to hit the opponent's Lantern. Going to be a little bit of a trickier one, but you're still going to be able to reach another Thunderbolt coming in here from you, which is going to be nice. You're going to get the shield as well. They can go for another charge move in time though. Not sure how I am feeling about the swap here. You're going to absorb the energy at least, I guess, and you can go into your Minun now as well, which will be able to knock them out pretty easily. Maybe even go for Discharge. I don't know if Discharge is enough already. It would be like kind of in the range, I think. But you see the Galvantula coming in anyway. You're going to go for the Grass Knot. You know your damage calculation, I guess, here, as they sadly still get to another move. You have to survive it in order to have a chance of winning this game, and you will be able to survive it. You swap out here in time, but like, yeah, the Lantern, it's going to farm you all the way down. You have to go for an own discharge in time, and you don't get there, sadly. Still a good game there. We will see the next game coming up. It's going to be the final game as well, and then we're going to see, yeah, also something very interesting afterwards, which I'm not going to spoil yet, but we will see here the Psychic Fangs coming through, going to do some decent amount of damage again. Again, the grass typing here from the opponent neutralizes your fast move damage, so it's not the craziest, but we see the Graveler again. It's going to be most likely Golem again. It's basically always the same teams anyway, so I feel like not really the funnest team, or like not really the funnest cup to play if you have a Shadow Luxray, especially like the Shadow version. Like normal Luxray would also most likely work. With Hidden Power Ground, definitely try to use that Pokemon, because it feels like it's such a strong one, especially as a safe swap. Like, what do they want to swap into you? Like, there's nothing that can be that really want to go into you there. But we will see here that the Psychic Fangs come through. We will see the Psychic Fangs going to get the shield, and let's see how much damage this does now. It's insane, like, honestly. Still going to be a close one. You can just go for Discharge here at this point. You don't really have to go for Grass Knot, please. You can just go for Discharge, or you can farm them all the way down. Really depends. We see the bait from the opponent, and we will see that you can go for 2 Discharge, hopefully now. Not sure if you win the second matchup though, or do they already have a move throughout? No, you're going to be able to win this final game here. So yeah, this is going to be it for the video. Most likely the final video for this cup, because I don't really feel it. Like, let me know in the comment section if you want to see more for it or not. And also leave a like on this video and on my video earlier for the trainer challenge and for this Pikachu Libra. Congrats to this trainer to get the shiny one. I still don't have it. And yeah, that's going to be it for the videos. Thank you all for watching. See you next one. Bye.